Cancer, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Now, this is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It's your message. And if you don't identify as a Cancer Sun sign, it's your message. There's so many ways that Cancer energy could be impacting you. You could have a stellium in Cancer you don't know about. You could be Cancer rising. You could have a moon sign you don't know about. Like, there's so many different ways. It showed up. It's yours. And it always shows up at just the right time. And this is where this is where your message begins. A big old clog is about to unclog. There's a lot of movement that's happening here. It's a big old rush. Now, usually that's a good thing, but we're going to see. It could just be that you're dealing with a lot all at once, and it's a whirlwind, though. It's a whirlwind. And I see this as like flush, you know? Like suddenly the clog is unclogged. And it's like, whoa, you know? It's either feast or famine, right? Drought or deluge. There's no in between. And now you're in the middle of a blowout, like a movement. And it's coming in quick, moving fast, move fast. Or it's here to tell you, got to act quickly, got to do this quickly. But this is the thing. I don't like being put in that position. Don't rush me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that that's what it is. I feel like this wall that you've been knocking on is suddenly like, it falls through. Not falls through as in a bad way. It like finally you break through. It's like all of a sudden, and then the whole thing comes down and there's no wall where there used to be. So think of it as unclogging a drain. Then we have 8 of Cups, and this. So there's a full moon pictured in here. So in terms of time frame, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, a week and a half. If you're watching this when I upload it, we're going to have a full moon. Yeah, we're going to have a full moon in Gemini on December 4th. So this is about getting something off your chest, being able to understand things, know it, learn it, figure it out, feeling comfortable in a sense of being able to walk away before things are completely completed, because you know what's your responsibility and what isn't. This is to get away from what just you couldn't stand anymore. It wasn't interesting to you. You didn't want it in your life. And now you're able to free up that space, or just you have to let go because emotionally something isn't there anymore. And then we have 2 of Pentacles. So there is a shift in value. There is a change. Something that you wanted, you don't want anymore. Something that you used to value, you don't value anymore. But resources are also changing. Let me just ask them a straight up ask, for better or worse. Like, is this a good change or a bad change? It all of a sudden comes in. The Hanged Man is here. Oh, it's for the good. It's good. It's so good. It's saying that you have been stuck for a while. It feels like there has just been something, maybe even for the past year. You didn't know what to do, or you're open yourself. You're very, very vulnerable, but it is your time to shine and succeed. You've been waiting for this for a while. You've been stuck, but now it's like it shows up. This could be Leo energy showing up, like good news coming in. And the Empress says resources. This could be something that basically you haven't looked at in a while. You haven't thought about. But when you look at it from a different perspective, you find an answer where you didn't originally, you thought that there was a wall. There wasn't a wall there. There's an answer there now. You see it in a different way. And now you know, oh, this isn't a wall. This is the platform that I climb to get up to where I need to get, to grab that rope or that ladder that's going to pull me to the next level. This hasn't actually been my block. This has been my stepping stone. You see? That's what's going to happen. And there are resources there. There are resources. There's just so much abundance here. There's a shift in resources, but it's good. I asked the cards a simple question. I said, is this good or bad? This is very, very good. When the Sun card comes out with the Empress, there's so much prosperity here. And you've just sort of been hanging on, hanging out to waiting for it. But no more. Let's get a Moon card. I think that's very important. I'm talking to Cancerians. It's always important, but ooh, Aries energy. There's a confrontation that finally happens. I don't know what it is, but it's like the angry or powerful emotions head on. You're facing something head on. You're not scared of it. You're not scared of it because you're not attached to it anymore. Think of the Eight of Cups. There's no emotions that are lingering that make you soft towards something. This is all, I'm fucking certain of something. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. I'm moving in this direction. That's where I'm headed. That's where I'm going. And you're taking action. That's Aries energy. You're taking action and you're moving forward. And then, oh, Cancer energy, this is you. So you're in your power as well. It says, a personal issue reaches resolution. You're going to take action on a situation that you've been soft on. And when you don't get soft on it anymore, when you just like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to clear it up, I'm going to fix it, it's all going to harmonize. But you got to be direct. There's been a challenge that you're finally able to confront. And then we have expect powerful change. Everything in your life changes after that. It really does. It really does. You can finally act where you've been sitting and lingering and hanging. You can finally act on it, take the action, get the motion, do it. It's there for you now. Okay, so let's get more specific a little bit. What is there for us? Can you just give us signs and symbols and understanding of what is there for us? I just feel like there's a big relief here too, because this has been lingering, and it's like it's like you've just been vulnerable. Like something in your life doesn't have to be your whole life. Most of your life could be fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody thinks it's like about the whole. No, this is about something that you just been like fucking like swinging in the wind. Like there was nothing you could do about it. Well, now it's everything. You can do anything. You can do everything. You take care of it. It's okay. What is this? So I said, what was my question? I hope you remember it. Go rewind, because I don't remember the shit I say. I don't. I like these messages just like wash through me. Between two worlds. You're going from dark to light. You're going from mundane to it's like the colors coming back into your world. You're going to be able to be more lush, more lavish, more like vibrant. Your life is like energy is returning. And then we have yin, get ready to receive. Yin is a powerful energy for Cancers because it is the divine feminine, the womb. So it's like, get ready to be given something that you can actually do something with and make something out of. Get ready to be inspired. And then we have no place like home. Finding your home, finding your place, finding a home, the place where you belong. It could be that you are returning home. You're finally ready to go and receive it. The lights are back on. You're in a place where you belong, where you're going to be nurtured. This could have something to do with home, with your home. Yeah, listen, whatever you've been avoiding or putting off, I don't know why, because it is literally the solution to all of your problems. And I think that you've been stuck in something because you've been obligated to someone or something. You felt like this is the only way that I could do it. You are incorrect. There are so many different ways. There are so many different solutions. And when you open yourself up to it, you get unstuck. There's no more clog. Things can be fixed. When you finally, listen, accept the offer that is being made to you. I think you're resisting an offer. I know this because I'm a Cancerian and I was about to resist an offer. There are 1,000 different reasons why, good reasons why. Resist the offer, resist the offer, resist the offer. Why? Let me tell you a little story. I've told this before. My viewers that have viewed me for years, I've been on here about 6 years now, 4,700 fucking videos. Can you believe that? I swear to God. But so they've heard this before. But it's a profound story, and I need you to hear it, because this is probably the heart of the message you were brought here to hear. And then we're going to go the extended. So I hope you guys will come over there with me too. And if you haven't subscribed, just take a second before my story and subscribe to this channel and like this video. It will help a lot. Hype it up too. You can hype things on YouTube now. So cool. I heard this when I was a young girl. I was still going to church. I was raised Roman Catholic. So I don't practice anymore. But I remember this story because it mattered. And it was something that shaped my life. A person's in his house. There was a man that was in his house, and he hears warnings that there's going to be really bad storms. And he knows that he lives in a flood zone. So he prays to God. Praise God, please protect me. And with this prayer, he's like, I'm going to give it over to God. God's going to protect me. The man had a lot of faith. Well, the floods come, like the rain just pours, and the street starts to be flooded, and he's looking out, and he's like, oh my God, that's really bad. So this big old fire truck comes by and like honks its horn. The firemen slosh up, his stairs. It's already up like a foot. It's like, come on, God, we got to get you out of here. Got to get you out of here. It's like, no, guys. He's like, I prayed to God that he would save me. And God's going to protect me. I'm going to be fine. So the firemen leave. And the storm keeps raging, and the winds keep pouring, like the rains keep pouring down. And now it's like it's flooded up to his door, and he's starting to get into his living room, and he can barely open his door. And the Coast Guard comes by and is like, come on, get you out. Guys, you can't drive your car anymore. Let's go. We're here to save you, we're here to rescue. And he's like, I prayed, and God is not going to let bad things happen to me. I prayed. Well, the Coast Guard goes away in their boat. The storm gets so bad, he's like literally like gonna drown if he doesn't get onto his fucking roof. That's how bad. It's like his whole house is flooded. He's like, oh my God, God, what are you doing? I want to have faith in you. I want to believe in you, but what are you doing? A helicopter comes by. Helicopter rescue. Come on, guy, grab onto the ladder. Grab onto the ladder. We're here to save you. You got nowhere else to go, dude. You're going to drown. The guy's like, I believe in God. I said this prayer. I am not going to not have faith. God will not let bad things happen to me. The helicopter has somebody else to save. He got to go. The man sits on his roof until the floods get so bad they wash him away and he dies. He goes up to heaven, and he's going to get into heaven. He's going to be rewarded because he's had a lot of faith. But he asks God, he's like, God, I had nothing but faith in you, and you let me die. You let me drown. And God says to him, buddy, I sent you a fire truck, the Coast Guard, and a helicopter. What more did you want me to do? Stop expecting the fucking wham bam, thank you ma'am, Harry Potter wand twirl miracle. Get the fucking expectations out of your head. God is trying to help you. The universe is trying to intervene. And it's doing it through that offer that you're refusing because it doesn't look the way you think it's supposed to look, or you imagined it magically happening. The offer's already there. It's already on the table. It's already knocking on your door saying, I'll help you. Take the help. It may not be your end destination or your dream come true, but it is the next step towards your dream come true. And if you don't take that step, you're never going to get to where you want to go. You must take this offer. It doesn't have to be permanent, but it is the next step. And if you don't level up and step up onto it, and you keep looking at it as the wall, banging the wall, banging the wall, banging the wall, getting bloody, breaking your skull. Meanwhile, there are footholds in this wall. If you just climbed it instead of trying to insist on getting through, you would be on top, You'd see a whole different perspective. You'd see the view. You understand this is part of the path. You were supposed to climb over it the whole time. Guys, come on. Your miracle's already here. It just doesn't look the way you want it to look. Say yes to the offer that's been placed in front of you. Not only is it not wrong, it is the most right thing you could possibly do, and it is going to literally open the floodgates for you. After this, it is just all downstream. But you gotta trust. You gotta trust that God has to work, the universe has to work in real world ways. So, you know, it's not Jesus descending on a cloud, walking on water to present a miracle to you. It's a fire truck, or it's a Coast Guard, or it's a helicopter. But it's there. It's there. They're there because God did hear you. The universe did hear your prayer. Now just accept the offer. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys over there. Boop, boop. The button's right there.